Hi, I'm Theresa Horn from Sisterhood of Strong,
And I'm Sarah Torino from Torino Fitness.
and this is Two Trainers Talking, a show where two trainers talk about different topics to help you get healthier, you get happier, and you get more peaceful.
Because getting healthier shouldn't be complicated, or expensive, or difficult.
So today we're going to be talking about getting older. I am feeling really reflective as the new year is approaching. So I wanted to talk about some things I learned as I got older. It's taken a while for 40 to sink in. I will be 45 in March. I'll be 45. 40.
And how does it feel to be in your mid-40s?
And it feels great. Mid-40s feel really great. But I remember it not feeling so great. I remember 38 and 39 and feeling a lot of panic and anxiety because I had set all these expectations. By when I'm 40, I'm going to do this. When I'm 40, by the time I'm 40, I'm going to have this. By the time I'm 40, and 40 was coming, and 40 was coming, and the stuff wasn't getting done. And I was just panicking and thought, oh, once I'm 40, I don't know what I thought was going to happen, but it would be too late to do this and too late to do that. And so, and I just have a lot of clients that I see going through that same thing, that panic, that got to get it done, 40 is coming. And so I just wanted to share what I've learned as turning 40 and being in the 40s, because it's so wonderful that I just want to give some people some hope that, it's all good. It's really all good.
So before you tell us your list, can I ask one more question?
Absolutely.
Did you, when you rounded the corner to 45, when you're coming up on 45, do you feel the same level of like unsettled or panic at all that 50 is kind of come on the horizon?
No, I feel excited about 50. I feel like 50 is going to be my jam. Like I'm thinking, like my husband's going to have to be like, you should probably put on clothes because I'm just going to be so free. And I'm 50, and yeah, I'm pretty excited about 50 actually. So watch out.
Yeah, Teresa's going to be shaking her boom boom. She's going to be like, nice.
I'm 50.
Exactly. 50.
Yeah.
So you said you've been reflective about being in your mid-40s.
Yeah.
Can we talk about your reflections and what your 5 things that you wanted to kind of share with people?
Yeah, absolutely. So I thought, I'll have like so many things to share, and not as many as I thought, but that helps me think of one thing that I've learned is I don't know as much as I thought I knew. So I don't know. I feel like in your 20s and your 30s, you think you know it all. Like, oh yeah, I know that. I got that. I know that. And then you get older and you realize, oh, I guess I didn't know that. Oh, I didn't realize that. Oh, that what I thought, what I assumed to be, perhaps there's another way to look at this, and maybe I should open myself to the possibility that I'm not always correct. So I am learning that I need to always be learning, not that I need to always be changing my mind and thinking I'm wrong, but I can always learn more and grow more and get a better perspective, a greater perspective. So I learned I don't know as much as I thought I knew.
There's freedom in that, I think. Don't you think there's a kind of freedom in being like not sure all the time?
Yeah.
I'm not certain all the time, and I'm open to, looking around. I think there's a freedom in not being locked down.
Right. Or not having to have the answer. Right. I think, so many times we feel like I should know the answer to this. I should know this, so sometimes we don't know. And that's an opportunity to grow. So that feels great.
Nice. Thank you for sharing that one.
Yeah. So I also learned, and this is I learned this in in direction to my kids. And, maybe it shouldn't have took me this long to learn it, but here I am. I learned that I should have a firm no. And when I say no, I should stick with that no. And when I say yes, I can stick with my yes. And so I guess what I really mean is, and what I found is I have to say no less, or the no is not as important as I used to be. It used to be like, no, you can't do that. No, you shouldn't do that. No, you didn't, and when you throw out that many no's, you end up having to keep up with a whole bunch of no's. And they're not necessarily no's you feel really strongly about. No, you can't go down the street. Well, did I really think about that? How do I really feel about that? They probably can go down the street. So by throwing that no out there, I either have to commit to that no and stick with it, or I take it back. And taking back no's is just the pits, right? Because then people don't know, does she mean no, or does she mean yes? Does she mean no? So having a strong no, when I mean no, I stick, and it's a firm no. But what I find is I have a lot more yeses to give to my kids, because I want them to be able to experience and come up with their own no and their own boundaries. So that was really, for me, that was a big one, because it takes time for me to reflect and really think about, instead of saying, oh, no. I need to really think, well, I guess you can do that. Or, no, you can't. And following through with, no, you still can't. No, you still can't, because I don't know about your kids, but my kids like to test my boundaries. And if I give them a no, and it's a firm no, they know that's a boundary, and they don't test it all the time, because they know, oh, that's it. That's right there. There's the boundary, and I'm not, she's not wavering on it. So for me, that.
So Theresa, does it translate into, hey, Theresa, can you sub this class on a Sunday? Hey, Theresa, can you bring, a dish to the, has your no translated in the world as well?
Yeah, it has. And again, that's probably maybe why 40 is so great, because it's very freeing, because it has, and not perfectly, I haven't perfected this yet, but definitely I have to, I'm thinking, no, I really don't want to do that. Perhaps it might seem mean or whatever, but if you can give people a firm no, they understand what your boundary is, and you don't have to feel like you're always protecting it. If it's a firm no, your boundary is clear, and I don't know, you just don't have to spend a lot of time holding it back up, like putting it back up.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking, it's a firm boundary. And, and I've seen other people practice it. I'm like, oh, that's amazing. Like, I don't teach on Tuesdays because I do this with my family. You can do that? You can just have a no, it's just there, and and people don't press it because it's clearly a no. Like, well, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna,
Totally. I add a little thank you too. Oh, no, thank you.
Yeah. Right. Like that. I like that.
Thank you for that offer. No, thank you.
I like that, because then the person feels like, oh, she
I shouldn't give that as now everyone's gonna like.
I know
he's gonna be like, oh no, you know that one.
That's a good one. I like it. So let's see. Next thing I have on my little list here is exercise as a gift that I give my body. It's not a punishment for eating. Yeah. So that just, I don't know. There's so many times, and I know, and that one's hard. And I hear little things sometimes, especially this time of year with, we're going to sweat off that eggnog, or let's work off that pound cake, or, whatever. And it's like, it kind of makes you go, because I'm not sweating off an 8-pound cake, and I'm happy and whatever, but I don't need to exercise it off or away, or because quite frankly, it doesn't even work that way. And so I'm exercising because, I would like to have my joints move, and I want to move my body, and it makes me feel better. And, I'm feeling stressed and I want to sweat, whatever. It's a gift, it's a gift to be able to move. It's a gift to be able to bend my knee and do a lunge. And I'm giving my body a gift when I exercise. I'm not punishing myself for eating some food. So
that's a huge learning.
It's great. It's great. Yeah.
Also, do you notice that there's people your age that are unable to move, and so you can see the benefits of doing the movement so that you can continue to age well.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, absolutely. And that like rolls right into the next thing that I don't even know this, but I've learned to trust my body in all areas. So when I was having babies, I really learned how to trust my body in the process of having a baby, right? And to really experience my body and trust my body in that. But it was very segmented. It was just when you have a baby, your body knows what to do. And just as I've gotten older, I'm like, no, my body knows what to do all the time. I just have to listen to it, right? So really to trust, my body does know. And my body does know, and my body knows, no, it doesn't want to do that today. And my body knows, you should probably stretch if you want to be able to do that. Or my body knows, I actually am hungry, even though I just ate, nope, that's really hunger. Or, I'm really thirsty. To really listen to my body and value its wisdom in everything, which takes a lot of time, to listen for me, but not like tons of time, but it takes time being quiet to listen. So
can I ask you a question about that?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember when, and I'm only presuming, but when you were younger, did you ignore the "I'm too tired to do this" one? The message that would come up where I'm too tired, and you would just push through. Did you do that?
I did do that. Part of not doing it now is just because I can't. I know, like, there's times where I'm like, I'm going to push through. My body's like, no, you're not. It's time to go to sleep. And there you go. And maybe I just, I don't know. It feels like, I guess I don't have the desire to not listen in that way anymore. I suppose I actually could, but it's why? If I get sleep, I'll be fresher tomorrow and I can do a better job. So, but spent lots of time, fighting, drinking Pepsi or whatever to just try to stay up, or pushing past, this, or, not listening. And
yeah, I think around 45 is when they're like the narcolepsy starts, where all of a sudden you're like you just fall asleep at 8 o'clock. You're like, oh, I'm all right with that.
Yeah. My husband says he turns into a pumpkin. So yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So let's see. Next, I have. This is I kind of learned how I express love and caring to people, but not everybody may feel loved by the way I express love. So I should probably pay attention to how other people receive love, because I want them to feel that from me. So for me, I like to do service, like, so, I will do, come over your house and help you move stuff, and I feel like I really expressed that I care about you by doing that. And that's great, that's wonderful. But you may not experience, that, oh, she did that, that's not, but, you may feel more loved by me saying, I don't know, words of affirmation to you. So for me, that was important to me to know, for the people around me to know that I love them.
Mm.
So for me, it's taken a little bit more time paying attention to how different people experience love. So my family, my husband, my significant other, my mother, my friends, I try to pay attention more to how they receive how they feel loved, so I can make sure, because that's important to me, and not because of anything outside. I want them to feel loved by me, so I am trying to learn how Sarah feels loved, so I can make sure that she knows I love her. So that's taken a lot of work, but it's good, because that's important to me, that the people around me feel loved by me. So
that's one of the most beautiful things I've ever heard. What a selfless, caring gift on your list you give the people around you.
Thank you.
Mm.
Thank you.
So, question for you.
Mm-hmm.
As you come up on your 45th, what is your plan for serving as, you're such a, I think, a beacon to all the people around you? What do you want to do? How do you want your 45th trip around the sun to look?
Good question. How do I want to be? Really, I want to ignite the passion in other people to be their best self. So that's
I love it. That is, if that isn't you, I don't even know. I don't know what is, if that's not you.
Thank you.
I suppose you already got pull-ups under your belt too, don't you? That's my.
They're forever on the list.
Oh my God. It's like this forever goal.
It is. It is. We did vision boards, like we did our vision boards lately, and I still have the picture of a woman doing a pull-up. Because
I'm totally adding it.
It's, oh yeah, I've got the perfect picture. It goes right in the right corner. Just, yeah, pull-ups. Yeah. It's just.
Thank you so much for sharing your wisdom of your 40s.
Thank you. I'm excited to hear what you have to share about 50.
Well, so like we were joking before we started recording, mine's a longer list because I'm older. All right. Any final words or thoughts that you want to share, Theresa?
Man, Happy New Year. Okay? Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
I got chills. We're going to have some great stuff coming down the pipe for you guys.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Happy New Year, Theresa.
Thank you. Happy New Year to you, Sarah.
Bye, everybody. We'll see you soon.